All right, what's going on, everybody? Here's the trade recap. I can make this brief because I'm just so behind on my fucking schedule today. So, coming into today, I'm not going to lie, I woke up late as fuck, which honestly does not happen very often, so I wasn't able to drop in a pre-market analysis. But what I loved seeing was, at open, we had this hourly intermediate low, and these intermediate highs and lows are lows and highs that are inside of gaps. So on the hourly chart, we had this low inside of a fair value gap. What do we do at open? We run this gap, or we run this low beautifully, and we get a external SMT as well as a internal SMT. I would call this an internal SMT just because we hit it, we took it out at open. So we get an external SMT with this hourly low, as well as, oh wait, it's the same thing, bro, I gotta wake the fuck up. So yeah, external SMT, sorry, with this hourly low that is protected by a fair value gap, which is literally exactly what you want to see. I mean, if you want to talk about AMD in the morning, I mean, bro, no move is being made here. Perfect manipulation to this intermediate low, and then we pump. And you must be like, wow, bro, you must have caught that whole move. No, I didn't, because we get this reaction. I enter in off the 30, and I get the fill of doom. I got it fill like up here, so I put my stop right here, and I almost get stopped out, and I'm like, what the fuck, right? So then I'm like, all right, I'll leave some runners and shit like that, and I'll just take some out at equal highs, because I saw we had equal highs here. I believe they were, where were they? Were they right here? So I was like, all right, I'll just take a contract off and go break even once we hit these equal highs, because I know that equal highs will get me a reaction. So we come up, we take the equal highs out, and then we get this little pullback, and then we pump. I got stopped to break even here, and I don't even know how. I don't know how my fill was that dog shit. I do not understand at all how I got stop break even here. But this was a fucking phenomenal trade. And I go on Instagram, and of course so many people banked on it, which is super unfortunate, but you know, it happens. Really, really good trade though. I mean, this is an A plus AMD model at open, taking out that intermediate low, great momentum V shape, almost stopped. So I honestly, I'm not mad about the TP1 only, just solely because I could have just gotten stopped by a point anyway, so I was lucky and unlucky. But that was the first trade, very good trade. Then next, we just keep pumping with no retraces. And, you know, we got this 5-minute retrace, but the reason why I didn't take this is for two reasons. One, we left this 15-minute, and two, the gap out of it was this. This was the best gap, which, as you can see, this is a reaction, and then you're getting in here. You could just scalp it to London, but that's trash RR, so I did not want to take that. Next, what was my next draw? I said, listen, look at London. What is London inside of? A fair value gap on the hourly. Wow. So London is a intermediate high. So I want to see London get hit, as well as this. London ES is way closer to Asia high than NQ is to Asia high. So I said, listen, if we sweep, let me go to the replay. So if we sweep London right here, which we're doing right here, and Asia on ES, let's go. Let me go to the 30-second actually. So what happens? We sweep Asia and London. We get an external SMT with Asia. And as you could see, let me go right here. Immediate V-shape momentum close. Fucking beautiful, right? So we get the V-shape, external SMT, sweep of an intermediate high on ES. So this is just fucking money. I think I got in here and I said, okay, I'm gonna just take it to about here. What happens? TP in one candle. One candle. And what else? What else? The candle doesn't even have a top wick. I wasn't read for even a millisecond of this fucking trade. And I'm going to drop the execution on Instagram and TikTok soon. This is so fucking A+. I mean, external SMT, sweep of an intermediate high that I called out from a mile away. Hella gaps and shit below that we could fill, like 5 minutes and stuff like that. So, like, let me see if someone took this to a 5. So, as you can see, there's this unfilled 5-minute right here. We could get out of replay mode. So, there was this unfilled 5-minute here. So, you literally could have just taken this trade to that unfilled 5 for 4.5 RR, bottom tick the exit, and now we're getting long again. So, that you don't need to predict the whole move of the fucking day. You just have to know, okay, what are my draws and what are we likely to react off of? And I called that from a mile away that, okay, if we're going to get shorts, it's going to be off this high, up a rack on the day, literally passed this shit not even a week ago, so now I'm up 2.6 racks. which is very good. I am going to be gambling this fucking account on NFP anyway, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a payout if I win tomorrow. If I win tomorrow, I'm going to take like a 1.5k payout on this, and then I'm going to gamble it on NFP because like I don't really care if I keep this account anyway. And plus, like if I could take a payout tomorrow, that would be nice. Because there's 4 winning days on this, so tomorrow would be a winning day, and then I would have, I would be able to take like 1.5 out, then gamble it on NFP, and then if that hits and then I get more winning days, I'd be able to take another 3 or 4 from it. So not bad at all. NFP is going to be a very, very important event for me. I could possibly add 1.8 million in funding, as well as get a payout from this, as well as set myself up for 30k months, 60k months in the near future. But yeah, really, really good setup. I'm really happy with this. 2 for 2 on analysis today. The fucking long and open was amazing too. So I'm not disappointed in myself. Got a little lucky that I didn't get stopped out anyway. And clearly, if you just stay patient and you trust your model, you'll be good in the long run. All right.